Welcome or welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. Today we are playing with Craftor casting powder. My videos before this, you saw everything that comes in the kit. I have been doing their casting powder all morning for various videos. So you guys are going to be seeing lots of the videos coming out for Craftor. And I've got this mold that I desperately want to pour. I bought this mold specifically because I am into making candles. So I want to use more and more casting powders because you know with resin that doesn't work. This is an old 1960-1970 VW bus. Tammy has done this mold on her channel. Super cute. And I am going to make it for a candle. So we want to pour this in the casting powder from Craftor. Their suggestion in their directions, the book that you get, which looks like this right there. Ultra white, it is ultra white. Bubble free, haven't had a bubble yet. Fast curing, 30-minute curing to demold, only a 2-hour fully cure. 2 hours as opposed to 24. I mean, this is great. This is made of gypsum. It is smooth and fine, super smooth, super fine. But yes, I mean, let's see. Creative, educational, environmentally friendly, high molding degree, fast to cure, beautiful and durable. Let's see. It is a 10:3. It is gypsum. So this is a thinner consistency that you're going to be used to by using their 10:3. Believe me, the first day I did this, I winged it just like I always have. And it still came out great. I am trying to use their suggestions right now. That's hard for me because I'm like a, rebel. 3 to 5 minute work time on this. 30-minute to demold, 2 hours can be completely cured. And then of course you're going to seal it and all that good stuff, right? So I have some pots over here that I made previously, and then I didn't buy any more until I could get my hands on the Craftor casting powder. So we're going to do this mold. I don't know how much it takes. We're going to mix up 240. We're doing Gothic. As you know, that's where my heart is. Sorry, guys. I will do some other stuff here and there, but Gothic is really, that's my kind of thing. We're going to turn on our scale. We're going to zero that out. Now, we are going to do 240, 280. So, here we go, 240. So if I have extra, I'll just pour another mold. Right there, 240. Now we need 80 water. There's my water. I'm going to zero this out again, and we're going to go 80. Oh, 77. Well, it's 81. We're close. Okay. Put the scale away. And let's mix this up. We are going to do black and green as our Gothic colors today. So I will be splitting this. Oh, you guys, I wasn't fast enough, but all the way behind my apartment where we're at is nothing but hiking, nature reserve and hiking trails. I had a deer outside my window today. I was already sitting here, and all of a sudden I heard my son come back in, and he goes, "Look out your window, look out your window." And I turned and I was going to show you guys, but I didn't get he walked away before I could get the camera off of here, but he was right outside my window. Oh, and he was so pretty. And my cats were watching him. So pretty. Yes, I live in Austin. Actually, it's Sunset Valley, which is South Austin now. It used to be Sunset Valley. Well, it still is, I guess, but it's South Austin. And, you know, this is the area where you get a lot of hiking trails. Like I said, the whole back section of I live at the very back of this property. My son picked this apartment because it was at the back. And we only share one wall. Okay, this is black, and with this pigment from Resin, you got to put in a bunch because it's not very pigmented. Bond Craftor, I need you to put out a black pigment for me. I do have an email into them to see if their pigments are available separately or not. Now, I'm only going to put 2 little ones in there. See, my bottle kind of leaked a little bit in that second package, but that's okay because they put them in a separate bag, so it didn't get all over anything. You know how Amazon is. They're not the most careful people in the world. Because mine came from Amazon because I ordered it the minute that I got the email that they were shipped to Amazon. I had a standing order in. And sorry, they sent 300. I bought 2. I wish I had bought more. Because now I'm going to have to go on bondcrafter.com, not use my code for 20% off, and buy more. And hopefully they restock Amazon real quick. Okay, there is the black. That's about as black as I can get there black. So, and here we go with green. I'm going to put a couple more drops of their green in because I want a darker green. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Okay. Here we go. Give this one more stir. Here's our VW bus. This is a candle mold, so it's that super soft. Oh, hold on. I just looked. I got green pigment on this side of the cup. Let's mix that in. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do this. And I have not tested this with mica powders or alcohol inks. I don't know if those are choices or not, but we can definitely do some experiments and find out. I have no problem doing that so that you guys know exactly what we can and can't use. Now I'm gonna tap. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with bubbles, but I am gonna tap it and make sure. And a little bit more. I think we're there. All right, I do have a little bit left. I'm not, maybe I can walk it back. These molds are hard to pick up, and that's why right there. That's okay. We'll get it under control here. There we go. No more. Like I said, this is a candle mold, so it's that super, super soft silicone. Sometimes they like to stick to other silicone mats. I should have put it on a paper towel, but I didn't. That's okay, we've got it under control now. There we go. All right, I do need a small mold of some kind because I do have a little bit left and I don't like to waste stuff. Let's see. I might have enough for this little turtle. Let's see. I might be able to do another mold too. Yep, because he's full. There we go. And I still have a little bit left, so let's see what we have here. Here's another turtle. We can, if he doesn't fill up all the way, what we'll do is we will put him off to the side, because you know I'm going to be mixing up more of this. And then I will just add to it, but we might have enough to do him. Remember, this is super easy. It's water-based. Clean it up with water, no problems. You know, there are a lot of advantages to the casting powders. Number one, my reason for wanting to do a bunch of casting powders is because I want to make my own candles. And I want to make my own pots to have my own candles. So, resin, you can't do that. You can't do candles in resin. Don't do it, guys. Because it will melt. It is a definite fire hazard. And here's another reason. Now, I cannot do outdoor events because of my lupus. I cannot be outside under the sun. My lupus has a fit, and I get all kinds of, you guys have seen me with them before, if you've been around. I get all kinds of sores that itch and open up, and it's just horrible. And so because of lupus, I have to do indoor events. But if you are somebody who likes to do outdoor events, especially if you live in a hot climate like me, I'm in Texas. I'm in Sun Valley, Texas, which is just a suburb of Austin, South Austin. And it's very hot here. So I would never chance doing a show outside with resin, because it might melt in this heat. I mean, you know, we're talking our average temperature during the summer is 110. Yeah, so I don't do outdoor markets, mainly because of my lupus, but second because of I don't want my resin like melting in front of everybody. Not a good thing. So for that reason, you know, casting powder is a good substitution. If you're allergic to resin, whether it be UV resin or just any epoxy resin, and you don't want to deal with resin, yes, I'm pouring a little bit of water in these to clean them up, because it's all water-based. So another advantage, no need to use alcohol. You can do everything with water. And yeah, you don't have the cost of those big N95 masks and stuff. Now, I know a lot of resin or casting powders, you know, you should probably still wear a dust mask with, or like a COVID mask. But that's a lot different than buying a full-on respirator.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
It's Nava.
Hi, Nava.
Hi.
So, the other, if you have kids and pets and you don't have like a proper air purifier or a separate ventilated place, you know, that may be a reason that you don't want to do Are you calling me? They're in my bathroom, I think. But they painted.
Garage 12, use what you need.
What are we doing?
Taking these clothes and using them upstairs.
Oh. Okay. All my doors got removed. The joys of living in an apartment that is
Remember I told you to take those doors off anyway?
Which doors did you take off?
The closet doors.
Oh, in the kids'
They're the
room?
fucking sliding ones. I don't like those anyway.
Yeah.
So,
You needed doors upstairs?
yeah, I did both of the ones upstairs, so I'm just gonna use. Because I said I was gonna take the doors off anyway, so I can stick a dresser or something in there.
Right, yeah, I remember we discussed that.
And if anything, I can put up like a fucking, I'll get them a pretty little beaded curtain to run across, so.
I'm sure I can find one on Vine.
Because that's just better than fucking.
Oh, and I found the motion cameras last night.
The doorbells?
Yeah, they're under security, security cameras. But I couldn't order any because they weren't available yet. So that usually means that they're just putting it on there.
Okay.
So hopefully in the next couple days we can get one for the front door.
Okay. Let me know when that fucking mattress is starting to fill up.
I will. I'll text you.
Since you know, it showed up yesterday.
No, about 11:30. They said we'll arrive tomorrow because it sounded like, I don't know if there was a problem at the Amazon facility, but then it wouldn't have been out, or if they couldn't get in the gate.
They probably couldn't get in the gate.
But for some reason, yeah, it said it would be here today.
Okay.
But that was about 11:30 last night when it changed. Okay. Okay. The joys of living, my son is the maintenance supervisor, that's why we live here. And they just took the doors off the kids' room. Because we're going to have 4 bunk beds in there for them. For when they're here with us. So I'm just cleaning up my mess here. And I just have water. I'm trying. This is one of my old cups, so it's got all kinds of stuff in it. So I don't want to do this in my kitchen or bathroom sink because you don't want these things in your drain, whether it be resin or casting powders, because they will clog up your drain. So I need to buy stock in paper towels. That's what I need to buy stock in. But yeah, so sorry for the interruption, but yeah. So, that poor thing's, I need a new one of these cups. I've used it and abused it. This is from when I started resin, which was, you know, like 7, 8 years ago almost. So it's been through the ringer. It's had everything in it. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. All right, guys, we'll see you back in 30 minutes. And we will see what all this looks like. Talk to you soon. Welcome back. Let's see if we can demold these things. The thing that I'm most worried about trying to demold is this turtle. Just because it does have some really thin parts and the head is clear down in there. I should have thought about that before I poured it, but I didn't. And looking at it now, I'm thinking that might not have been a good idea. But we're going to work on it. We're going to try it. This one should be fairly easy because it's basically just a flat mold. So it's an easy demold. Just don't want to pop off a head or anything. There we go. He's out. Now remember, I had to use that J. Diction Resin Crete for a black, so it does not hold the black pigment. That black isn't, that's not what I mean. That black is not black enough to hold the black. So this is still, you know, has water in it. But I will show you how to brighten this up. Okay? When you put your glaze on, it's going to make a world of difference. Now, let me try and get this one out. This one, I think I made a mistake pouring it because that head is so deep in there. But, yep, exactly. See how deep in there that is? Not good. So yeah, that's my fault for not using a good mold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break it out of there because that head, when I looked at it curing, I was like, that was stupid, Laura. That was really stupid. And yeah, because this head is clear and the mold is not flexible enough to get that out. This is one of the molds that you have to let cure all the way, even with resin in it. So I'm gonna have to try and get that out of there. So we just put that one aside. That was stupid. This is that VW bus that I had been waiting to do. This is a candle mold, so it should pull right off. Oh, okay. I thought that was thunder. No, it's upstairs. They're working on the upstairs apartment. Let's see. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Look at that VW bus. Ah, what a great little pot this is. Ah. It's hard to see the details because they're, you know, I used black and this green. This black, I poured a lot more of that black Resin Crete pigment in it, and it stayed a little bit blacker than the other things that I was pouring, but I had to like squirt a bunch in there. So Craftor, please give me a black, a real black. Oh my God, this thing is so cute. I don't know if you can tell, there's windows on the back. You've got 3 windows on the side here with the door, the tires. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my Lord. That is gonna be a great little candle right there. And once this is fully cured, I will go back and put, you know, details. I will detail out the windows and the lights and the VW symbol. I will detail out all of that stuff, but look how great that is. Yeah, I put a ton more black into this one to try and get it black. We still got a gray, but it's at least a darker gray. Craftor, I need a black, please. Now, let me show you. Just give me a minute here. I'll keep you guys a minute longer. I'm going to use the turtle because I'm going to let that one shear up, right? But I will use the turtle here. Now, I have been using my finger because I hate brush marks. So I am going to just do the top because this is fresh out of the mold. You do want this to cure before you seal it completely. This is Dragonfly Glaze. I do not know if Bond Crafter, I have an email into them, number one, about are they going to send more to Amazon, and if so, when. But in the meantime, please go to bondcrafter.com. Use my 20% off code. It's in the description box. It is BMOS20. You get 20% off at the website, at their website, bondcrafter.com. And that is for any products on bondcrafter.com. So whatever they have over there, you know, I need more powder already. I seriously need more powder. Not, I have a good size bag left, but I want to make all kinds of pots because I really am gearing up to make candles. There's a place here in Austin where I can get a booth, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's hard for me to do craft fairs because of my lupus. I can only do, you know, craft fairs that are indoors. And the sitting all day, it's hard for me. My son has to help me. I'm going to speed up drying with this heat gun. My son has to help me because obviously I have to use my walker, and I can't very well, you know, carry all the bins in and do all that stuff. So it would be better for me if I could just get a booth, and there's a place 3 miles down the road here that has booth rentals. So I'm actually going to contact them, see if I can set up a booth in there, and then I can just go refill it. They take 15%, but I don't have to work there. I don't have to do anything. So that makes it well worth it for me because of my limited mobility. Okay. I just wanted you guys to see what it looks like when it's dry. So that's why I use the heat gun on that. And it shines up really, really pretty. So when I get answers, I will definitely tell you guys what's up and coming. I already announced in one of my other videos what they're planning on putting out. And the next stuff that's going to ship to Amazon is going to be black epoxy. They're also going to have different viscosity and hardness for some of their products. And there was one, oh, I know what the other thing was. It's they're going to come out with their own, they're shipping, they should be shipping it already to Amazon, their own squishy kit, which I can't wait to get that either to try it out. My grandkids love those squishies. I've made several kits, some that I was reviewing. And did I buy any of them? I actually don't think I bought any. I think they were all reviews that came through the Vine program. And you guys know the one, if you've been around, the one that I reviewed and I said buy any other squishy kit. They actually contacted me, and they're gonna send me another squishy kit of theirs. Apparently it's a different one or something to review because, you know, obviously they didn't like the review I gave them, but I'm sorry. That's what I do for Amazon, and I'm not going to steer you guys wrong. If I tell you it's a good product, it's because it's something I would use. If I tell you it's a bad product, I probably won't even use what's left of what I have here. And, because I won't deal with it. So, believe me, my reviews are honest. That is one of the requirements of the Vine program. you have to give an honest review. Now, if it's so bad and you don't want to hurt the company for some reason, you don't have to post a review. You can just tell them that you don't feel comfortable reviewing this product, or you can not post or give a neutral review, or positive review with stars. So if you see one of my reviews out there, it's definitely a honest opinion. That doesn't mean if it's Bond Crafter, even though I'm exclusively to Bond Crafter, except for products they don't currently have, I would contact Bond Crafter and say, listen, here's the problem with this stuff that you're having me, look at and use. I buy Bond Crafter, not all thing, I don't get a lot sent to me. They send me kits every now and then, which is fantastic. I'm very appreciative of, but I buy way more than I'm given. So that's why I think it's very important that it's an honest review, because my integrity means more to me than anything. So if you can't trust what I'm saying, you're not going to ever believe me again. And that's just the way I feel. But like, share, comment, subscribe for future engagement. Hit that bell and use the discount codes. Talk to you soon. Bye.